Hello, my name is Bria Mason, and I use the pronouns she, her, hers. I have dark brown skin, identify as a woman, have short/medium length black hair, and I am wearing a black colored top with a black jacket that's pretty shiny over on top of it. My background is a white wall, and I have two drapes covering two windows. I am a current doctoral student at the University of Antwerp. The title of my poster presentation is A Visual Representation of Truth and Power for African American Women. This presentation may contain sensitive material if you're not comfortable hearing about or discussing body image. Beginning with the introduction. The fasci capital of Los Angeles is a city that encompasses a political divide that transposes itself both into the personal and professional spheres. At the root of this divide is the struggle for power, which to a large degree is either obtained or relinquished, depending on one's identity. Previous literature shows that what is worn on the body grants individuals access to power and shapes how outsiders view the capabilities of the individual. This research asks how clothing shapes the identities of one of the most underrepresented groups, the African American women, in Los Angeles. The author uses the term enclothed cognition to describe the systematic influence that clothing has on the wearer's psychological processes. Next are the objectives. The first objective is to highlight the experiences of Los Angeles-based African American women, a minority group that encounters far more restrictions when seeking to access power in comparison to their white counterpart. The second objective is to establish that clothing can be used as a tool to prove that social exclusion lies at the intersection of place and race for African American women. Next is a methodology. The following qualitative research methods were used across 10 Los Angeles-based African American women. All participants were white-collar workers. The first method is sorting. The second is participant observations, and the third is individual interviews. During the card sorting process, the pictures were ranked in order from most favorable to least. Now we're going to examine picture one. Picture one is a visual representation of the results. It is a split image of a human in which one side is a person wearing a black dress with long sleeves, white cuffs, and a white collar. On the other side of the image, there is an individual in a dress with a significant amount of patterns and prints. It has short sleeves, and it is predominantly green, orange, and blue in color. This graphic depicts the factors that alter whether or not the voices of Black women are heard. On the left side of the image, the dark or muted colors, collar, and formal Eurocentric-based styles are deemed to be acceptable to wear within the workplace if power would like to be accessed. On the contrary, on the right side of the image depicts a style of dress that would be deemed as socially unacceptable, containing bright colors and patterns, a cut to show the bare skin, and several other elements found in formal African style and wear. As for the results and the findings, all participants greatly altered the structure of the images from their preferential form to depict a Eurocentric approach to discussing fashion when trying to gain access to power. All participants reported clear anecdotes that demonstrated times in which they were outcasted because of their clothing choices in comparison to their white counterpart within the workplace. With the first finding, the card sorting method was used, and the second finding, mainly individual interviews were used. The card sorting method acted as a window in which I could really get to know the participants and ask thought-provoking questions. As for the discussion and conclusion. In the case of African American women in Los Angeles, having their identities represented and heard within the workplace requires strategically placing materials against the body. In order for power to be acquired and exerted, these women must first alter their exterior selves, which clashes with their inherent inter-identities. A future recommendation includes examining factors that would help outsiders to suspend judgment and practice inclusion regarding clothing choices of African American women within professional spaces. Pictures 2 and 3. Both images depict an example of the card sorting method, in which approximately 32 pictures of dresses ranging in different colors, styles, and cuts are being worn by a diverse group of individuals. The cards are placed on a table individually. The photograph was taken twice, hence the first and the second photo here, to depict the different variations and orders in which the cards were sorted. The image to the left depicts dresses that 1 of 10 participants preferred to wear in order form to be most likely worn to the least likely on the bottom right. The image depicts what the participant would prefer to wear within the workplace if they would need to attend a meeting in which they felt their voices needed to be heard. And that's with the second image. So the first image was their preferred choice, and the second was the dress that they would most likely wear if they would like to be heard and taken seriously within a meeting. Here are the references used. And lastly, I'd like to give the acknowledgement for this poster. The completion of this academic research project, let alone this poster, could not have been made possible without the support, encouragement, and great care from my supervisors, Paulo S.H. Favero and Luke Powles. Both are a constant reminder that there are no limits to my creativity, mobility, ideas, and work. I'm eternally grateful to have these two as my supervisors, and will forever know that the connection to them is indeed divine. Thank you so much and have a great day.